Okay guys, so in this video I'll be going over my cryptocurrency portfolio for the month of June. If you're new to the channel, every month I do an update on my stock portfolio and cryptocurrency portfolio. I've already done my stock portfolio update for this month, so if you haven't seen it, go ahead and click that I notification and you can go ahead and check that one out. But for now, for the most volatile markets of them all, let's go ahead and take a look at my cryptocurrency portfolio. So just recently I downloaded an app called Blockfolio, and it's actually a really great way to track your cryptocurrency portfolio. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, never worked with them or anything like that, but it just is a really useful app, so I said I'd go ahead and give it a little bit of a shout out here for those of you that don't currently use it. Essentially what you can do is you can either link your exchange accounts to it, so then it just automatically updates the price, or you can just do it manually. So anytime I buy Bitcoin, for example, or something, I would just click on Bitcoin, I would click add transaction, and then put in the amount that I bought. So it's a great way to track it. Now it does use the approximate price off for a couple of different exchanges in order to get the price that you see on the app. So for example, I'm looking at CoinMarketCap here, and there's about a $6 discrepancy between the two, but it will still give you the approximate size of your portfolio, which is very handy, especially if you're like me and have them all on a couple of different exchanges. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into what we're looking at here. So you can see the balance right now is $9,450. I recently took out about €1,000 or just over $1,000 out of the account because I needed it for something else. But generally, I try not to take any money out of the cryptocurrency portfolio, only add money when I can. But even with me taking out that 1,000, it's still down quite a bit. I believe our last cryptocurrency portfolio update came in about $15,000. But by the time that I withdrew some of the money, it's generally just been because the market has been down overall. Even just yesterday, I believe the market was down 15%, but we've already seen a little bit of a bounce back today. You can see that Bitcoin there is up just under 7%, which is good, and trading at about that $35,000 level right now. So something else that I did this week as well is I actually moved some of my holdings to cash. So I moved it to USDT and USDC. That's just because I was anticipating a bit of a drop in Bitcoin. Seems to have kind of rebounded there, but it's definitely not a strategy I'd recommend. Normally I just recommend buying and holding, investing for the long term. But for me, I want to try to take advantage of some short-term gains in some of my portfolio. So I changed some of that into cash just in case we do see a dip over the next couple of weeks. But in my previous video, I talked about the possibility of Bitcoin hitting $100,000, and if I think that will happen this year. So if you haven't seen that, that could be another one you guys could check out. But in there, basically, I'm talking about long-term holding for Bitcoin, and that I will be definitely holding it for the long term. And generally, I do recommend that strategy of just buying and holding. But as I said, just wanted to be a little bit more speculative. Not something I really recommend, but I kind of wanted to sell some of the position into cash so I'd be able to take advantage of a dip if we do end up seeing about a $27,000 Bitcoin or below that. In other news, it's been a bit of a rocky week for cryptocurrency. We've had Donald Trump coming out saying it's a scam, but I'm not reading into that too much. We also had countries like El Salvador taking it as their main currency, which is good to see as well. So some good stories, some bad stories, but overall the last week has kind of been a bit of a negative one for cryptocurrency. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and look at the holdings that I have here in the account. So we've got our Bitcoin here. So I currently hold 0.05 Bitcoin, and that's valued at around just under $2,000 there. Next up, we've got Ethereum, and I'm holding just over 1 Ethereum, and that right now is $2,551 in holdings. Next up, we've got Cardano, 268 Cardano or $420. Next up, we've got DeFi. Now, this DeFi is actually held on Cake. I'll leave a link down in the description below to where that is if you guys want to sign up to it. Basically, it's a place where I can stake my DeFi. So I'm getting currently 97% annual percentage yield on that. So really great place to have my DeFi. And within that, I have 198 tokens there. It's something that I don't plan to touch for the next couple of years. Just leave it there and let that 97% yield go to work. Next up, we've got XRP. You can see that's trading at about 86 cents right now. It was trading as high as over $1 there in the last couple of days, but it's fallen back a bit along with the rest of the cryptocurrency market. Still, this is quite a speculative one. I've also done a video on this on the channel, but this is a bit of a bet for me because if it takes off and they win the lawsuit, it could really have some massive gains for me. But I'm happy to hold about 800 XRP right now. Not a bad hedge there, I think, if it does work out with that lawsuit. Some other holdings that I have in here as well are Polygon MATIC, VeChain. VeChain's been down a bit. I did recommend my brother buy some at about 25 cents, so he's not thanking me too much right now because it's had quite a bit of a fall, but I didn't think we'll see them levels again and even higher. It's just a great fundamental project to invest in, VeChain, so I like that one. And then we're finishing up here, we have Polkadot, we also have NANO, and we also have a bit of HBAR there as well. Small bit of BNB on the side there too. And then as I mentioned, we have them two stable coins down the bottom as well. So overall, pretty happy with my portfolio right now. I'm still up quite a bit from when I initially invested, but obviously about 2 or 3 months ago when it was at the peak, I was up quite a bit more than it was. But that is just the name and game of cryptocurrency. You have to be in it for the highs and the lows. It's a really interesting time in cryptocurrency right now, and in particular with Bitcoin, some of the chart analysis is coming to vital points where we may either see a clear breakout to the downside, where we might have a small bit of a bear market before continuing the bull run, or we may see a break upwards where the bull run could continue, and who knows where it could end. But yeah, the next few days for sure will be very interesting. As I said, I've kind of positioned myself slightly to be able to take advantage of some of the dips if we do see them, and if we don't see them, I'll just continue to dollar cost average into the market. And the tokens I'll be putting my money into are the ones that you've seen in that portfolio right there. Anyway guys, that should do for this video. I'd love to know in the comment section below some of your favorite cryptocurrencies, ones that you guys are holding or maybe that I should take a look into. If you enjoyed this video and could take 1 second to go ahead and drop a like on it, it really does help out the channel. And if you enjoyed this content, make sure you do subscribe as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in another one.